This right here is the ROG Zephyrus G16. Let's go ahead and unbox it. It comes in a really nice box inside. The charging adapter itself also has the ROG logo. The cables are quite flexible. This end of the charging cable is about 5.5 feet long, while the other end is about 2.5 feet long. So about an 8-foot long cable right here when we combine both of these. Now for the laptop itself. It's nice and cool to the touch with its aluminum chassis made through CNC machining. My fingers are kind of sweaty and it's still not picking up any fingerprints right here. It's got a nice metallic matte finish. As for the ports, it's got an SD card reader on the right side, a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port, and a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C port with the support of DisplayPort. Then on the left side, we have a headphone jack, a USB Type A 3.2 Gen 2 port, a USB 4 Type C port with the support of DisplayPort and power delivery. Then next to that is an HDMI 2.1 port and then the charging port. Alright, so this clip is from the future. It looks like I had the microphone off the whole time I was recording this video, but while I was finishing up with this video, I thought why not also test out the speakers again with the mic, as well as run some benchmark tests. So I'll be doing that near the end of this video. Now let's see if this laptop can pass the one finger lift test. Nice, not a lot of wiggle on the screen as well. OLED screen looks nice, and just something in me just wants to touch the screen because I feel like it's a touch screen, but it's not, clearly. Boom, top is turned on, ready to go. The trackpad is nice and smooth. This is a 16-inch laptop. This is a 16-inch laptop, and side by side, just like this, they're about the same size. This one might be just the tiniest bit shorter. Both of the trackpads on these laptops are ginormous. They are almost the same size. So here's a quick little specs rundown. This is a 16-inch OLED 240Hz gaming laptop. It's got Intel's Ultra 9 processor with 16 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM and RTX 4070 with 1 terabyte of SSD. And this right here is the Eclipse gray colorway. Let's check out the brightness. Both of these have brightness set to max. Here's what they look like. For a better comparison, let me open up. Here we have the same picture on both of the laptops. So the preset on the MacBook is set to the XDR display, what you get out of the box. And this one is also the picture quality that you get out of the box. And out of the box, the ROG's picture quality is definitely looking much more vibrant. I was not expecting that. That's interesting. This laptop has more of like a ramp kind of design right here. As it's going down, there's a decline, while on the MacBook it's just symmetrical all around. This is a slab. On the bottom it's got like a foot long rubber feet on both top and the bottom of the bottom, while on the Mac, you know, it's got 4 points of rubber feet. Let's see which one is more grippy. And this one definitely has more grip. You know, it's similar. Yeah, it's, you know, it's not bad. One thing I do wonder is how this slash lighting right here is going to hold up over time, because it has these, let's say, cutouts that will collect dust. So, you know, hopefully this is easy to keep clean. Now this right here is the slash lighting. Here are some different effects. This one right here is called the sonic match. Nothing is happening here. Let's turn on the flow. I can change the interval or the speed of the effect. Next one is called transmission. I don't even know what the slash lighting really does. Here's a quick speaker test. Set to 50%. So that's pretty good. Now let's turn it up to 100%. The bass definitely sounds much better at middle level volume, but the speaker sounds pretty good. Okay, so right now I'm running this in performance mode. 8.5 gigabyte of RAM is being used from the 15.6 gigabytes that is available. It's going to be Steel Nomad. It received a score of 1,721 with graphics test coming in at 17.22 FPS. Now running the Time Spy benchmark test. You can probably also get an idea of the speaker right here. Set to 50%. The fan is You can even see the LEDs of the fan right here. That definitely looks cool right there. Well, it's not the LED of the fan, but I think it's more of the, yeah, it's the lights from the keyboard, but it does look cool. While running the Time Spy benchmark test, the computer seems to be unresponsive. Might have to do the Control Alt Delete. The Time Spy test has completed and it got a score of 8,264. It received a graphics score of 7,930 and a CPU score of 10,862. Now let's run the Fire Strike benchmark test. Volume up 100%. Here's how far back the screen can go. The test is complete. It got a score of 19,092, graphics score of 20,522, physics score of 27,401, and a combined score of 9,657. That's interesting. So checking the score on the website right here, it says a budget gaming laptop with an i3 processor has received a score of 23,000, while this laptop got 19,000. RX 7600, that got a score of 23,000, while this laptop with RTX 4070 received a score of 19,000. Last test on the list, Night Raid. test is complete. It received a score of 37,717, a graphics score of 52,738, and a CPU score of 14,429. It looks like it's lower than a budget gaming PC with a Core i3 processor and AMD Radeon RX 7600, so it's that same gaming PC as earlier, but it received 62% better results. Now let's run our last benchmark test, and it's going to be Cinebench. Let's run a multi-core CPU test. A multi-core CPU test is done, and it received a score of 14,410. According to the results, the Intel Core Ultra 9 is in 4th place, right under AMD 50% volume.